On being honest, I recently had a relapse. I started med school about a month ago, and I was so overwhelmed with spending 70 hours a week studying that I stopped the 1, 2, 3 punch. I forgot how to use my speech plan and the crutches, especially under pressure. Obviously, this led to a few bad incidents with patients and faculty. However, after meeting with Javi and restarting the 1, 2, 3 punch, my speech is back on track. This experience has reaffirmed to me that consistency is key, and that this program must be and will be a part of my daily routine for life. I know that it's only a matter of time when I am completely fluent, once and for all.
Wonderful, wonderful speech, John. I really enjoyed it.
John, congratulations, man. I know the amount of hard work that you've put into this. I've seen you in the practice sessions. I've seen you in my practice sessions. A couple days ago, I was using the app and I was looking at some of the coaching sessions that were recently posted, and I came across yours and Javi's, and I watched it and I listened to your story and I related to a lot of it.
It's a really nice talk, my friend. I really enjoyed it. And like a few notes that I have is about actually your relapse. And to be honest, I was really surprised because for those who don't know, we've been actually in many crutch meetings with John, and you are undoubtedly one of the hardest workers in the room. And John used to tell me he would work on his speech for 3 hours per day, and I was feeling super lazy. So really glad to see that you're back. And every time we fall from the wagon and we find ourselves back on it, we learn that we can always get back in. So, I mean, great speech. And another note that I have is about, keeping the pace and being consistent. Like for sure, there are times for me too that I feel that life is not, fair in a way. We're forced in a way to do these things day after day, while fluent people don't even think about this. But I really like the fact that you came back, you're stronger than ever, and you sound great, my man.
I think that your speech last week was the best one I've heard here. So I think that is what helped me, get back on the wagon, and get back on the like the regimen, because I heard you and then I heard your amazing story, and yeah, it was great.
Yeah, man. Thank you so much, and keep on going, my man. We will do it together. Good job.
All right, thank you, Nick.
Wonderful. It's really, wonderful to see we supporting each other and inspiring each other to speak. So that's really wonderful.
An excellent speech and very inspiring. Your story is a story of determination and consistency, So thank you very much.
Yeah.
And I just want to make a comment on the fact that you said they told you to accept and to do disclosure, before speaking. I think not doing that is very important, because we tend to behave the way we define ourselves. So it's very important not to do that. So thank you very much. That's it.
Yeah, I think so too. I did that when I was maybe like 12 through 14, and then I saw right away that my speech got worse. And
First of all, I would like to say that I really enjoyed your talk. I especially liked how honest you were about your relapse. I feel like that's something that's very important and also helpful to talk about openly, and especially because it shows that even though and that basically even when you like fall down, it's what's important is that you get up, actually, and and that's something I really enjoyed. Thank you.
Fantastic talk, man. And I'm glad that you gave this talk despite the fact that just like you told us in this talk that you had a relapse, because you were brave and you decided to get back into fluency, get back on track, and improve even more. So I believe that this has now that you have seen that you can learn from this experience. Experience can make you even stronger. And so my question for you is, how do you feel now after all this, after you gave this talk? Yeah.
yeah, I feel great. I think in the morning here, I was pretty anxious about speaking. Honestly, I haven't given like a speech like this in front of this many people since like high school probably. So I was a bit anxious, and at the start too, I was nervous. But I think that once I started speaking and I got in the rhythm of things, I think that I got a lot more chill, and I think it went well. So I feel awesome now. I think it's the hardest part, to actually start.
Yeah.
But once you are in the middle of it and at the end, especially, then it feels really good. So
what part of the program do you think has been most beneficial to the fluency of your speech? And also, so how important would you say the practice groups are? Do you find that they've been of benefit to you? Because I think you've been to quite a few.
yeah. So I had like a month and a half where I went every day, and I would say that the crutch practice groups were by far the aspect of this program that has helped me the most. I think that, like they're great.
Wonderful speech. And also thanks for the reminder that every time we fall, we need to pick ourselves up and dust ourselves and just to get ready to run. Thank you. Well done.
What do you do to deal with social or speech anxiety?
Yeah, I would say that that's probably the issue that I struggle with the most still, because I've met a lot of people here recently in school, and I would say the ASTs have helped me a lot. I do them in the morning, in the evening, and then I also do them like right beforehand if I know that I'm going to like a meeting where I'll be meeting people.
What are your current goals regarding your speech, and how do you plan to go forward since you have achieved a very great milestone with this SAM talk? So please tell us how we're going to proceed.
Yeah, Nick, thank you. So I think it's important, again, like to stay consistent, and I'm hoping that I'll get easier to interact with patients and and the MDs that I meet every day. So I think the goal for the next half a year is to keep on expanding my zones, and again making sure that I make time for the 1-2-3 punch every day, you know, even if I'm busy or if I have an exam, making sure that I'm, I'm keeping up, you know, with the program, because if I don't, I've seen what, you know, what can happen if I'm not consistent. So just making sure that I do it every day and expanding my zones when I can.
Wonderful.